Welcome to the Decoding Dreams podcast, where mystical folklore and spiritual insights come to life in the ethereal realm of dreams. Writer memory, guiding you through the enigmatic landscapes of the subconscious mind, where hidden truths and ancient wisdom are revealed through the language of dreams. Join me on this journey of discovery as we unravel the mysteries that lie within the tangled web of our nighttime visions, delving deep into the realms of the unknown to unlock the secrets that the dream world holds. Get ready to explore the intersection of mysticism, folklore, and spiritual enlightenment in the captivating world of dreams, where reality and fantasy merge to create a tapestry of profound insights and infinite possibilities. Welcome to the realm of the unknown. Welcome to the Decoding Dreams podcast with writer
Welcome back to the Decoding Dreams portion of my Memory Chronicles podcast. Yes, we are going to be talking life. We know that life tends and can be hard, but how do we navigate this life that we're living in this lifetime? I'm so excited to be back with you all. I want to thank you all so much for downloading these podcasts. I want to thank you all so much for subscribing. I want to thank you all so much for sharing the podcast. My heart is filled with joy. I may not be able to see you, but I feel the love. I feel the love energy. And I want to send love and light to everyone that's listening to this podcast. You know, when I started this podcast 3 years ago, I was in a dark space. And maybe perhaps we'll go into depth as the podcast grows. But I have been talking a little bit here and there throughout the podcast as well, because this has always been my journey to my true self. The more I talk to you all, the more I feel the healing within my soul. Granted, I utilize tools such as therapists. Hello. But this has been a very refreshing moment in my life compared to where I was 3 years ago. And that is one of the reasons why I also wanted to come in real quick. I always say real quick, and it always tends to be a long soliloquy. But let's get into it. You are not where your destiny is intended to be today. You are not where your destiny is intended to be today. You on today are not where your destiny is intended to be. I don't know who may resonate with this, and this message is going out to that person that feels that I have tried everything I can. I feel behind. I feel like my peers are progressing and I feel like I'm stagnant. I feel like I'm regressing. Yes, we know we're not supposed to compare ourselves to other people, but I don't know about you guys. I've had those moments in my life where I have felt inadequate within my generation, my age group, compared to other people. We understand that comparison is the death of all hope, and it's one thing I have to always make intentional for myself, that I am not them, they're not me. I move at my pace. I have to, once my thoughts start to go down that rabbit hole, I have to remind myself I am not them, they're not me. I go at my own pace. I don't know who needs to have that mantra. I am not them, they're not me. I go at my pace. You're welcome. In this and on this path of life itself, other than it being easier to compare and to make comparisons, perhaps it's time where you feel like your life is just stagnant. Like you have all these goals and dreams and aspirations, and you feel like you've been doing everything that you can. And you feel like you're still doing everything that you can, but it feels like no matter what you are doing, you're not seeing progress. Perhaps you are in a long committed journey, medical school, right? You're trying to see the finish line and you're wondering how long you can withhold. Perhaps you're training for a new job and you are wondering how long until this 90 days comes up, because these people about to work my nerves and I just want to be on my own. Perhaps you're trying to start a new business adventure and you feel, or it seems that everywhere you have gone to find help, you're met with no's. No. The door keeps slamming in your face. Perhaps it's family relationships that maybe you are the person that keeps extending an olive branch. You desperately want to be a part of this family, but every single time you connect, you feel like you get disappointed. You feel like you tell yourself, why do I keep putting myself through this? I am done. And then you find yourself in the cycle where your heart feels like you're done, but then you reach back to give it one more chance, only to be disappointed once again because the behaviors have not changed. Perhaps it's someone out here that's seeking or searching or figuring out or really hurt to where forgiveness is not an option, or forgiveness is hard to grasp because of the things that have been done to you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but where you are today, I want to promise you that it does not determine your destiny. Where you are today in this moment is not where you are going to be 4 years from now, in this same day that you're listening to this. It's not going to be where you will be in 10 years from today on this specific date that you're listening to this. I just wanted to come on this podcast today to pour some hope into that soul that may need this to quench their thirst from the dehydration of hopelessness. I'm able to sit here and talk to you like this because I am a person in life that has lost materialistic possessions, friendships, family. So, and even in that whole entire phrase of lost, I speak of death itself as well. I am not unfamiliar to the pain and the hurt of this world, and mainly to the disappointment of this world. I want to implore to you, my love, that I want you to hold on. Give this life that we live yet again another chance. Your existence in this world is not by accident. The act itself could have been an accident, but you are not an accident. The existence of your life in this world is for you to be part of this world, not to hold on and die into the things of this world, but to be present within this moment in the world. Life is going to hurt. It's going to be disappointing. Sometimes you're going to look yourself in the mirror and feel that you don't have another breath in you, or feel like you cannot take another step. But your existence in this world is needed. We need you. We need you in this world. We need you to keep going. As hard as it will get and as tough as it may get, I need you to keep going, because I know that you are on your path to greatness. Just because you cannot see it right now, I know you are on your path to greatness. I know you're on your path to greatness because you haven't given up. You're still here, you're still doing it, you're still moving. Sometimes you don't even know how you keep moving, but you're moving. That's how I know you're strong. And that's how I know you got this. I know you are destined for greatness, because every greatness has always got a story of trials and tribulations. So don't look at your situation right now or your circumstance right now and think that's the final. Sometimes our circumstances and situations within that moment is just the start of a beautiful story. A story that another person may benefit from. Perhaps what you're going through right now and where you are, perhaps it's a character building process for where you are on your way to. But I want you to know that life itself is full of patterns that are repeatable and predictable. And it's not saying that life itself is predictable, because that would be to live in an alley of delusion. It's just simply saying, if you're consistent within yourself, consistency is a pattern. If you're consistent within yourself, and I'm not saying, oh, tomorrow get up, be happy-go-lucky and chipper and do everything you have ever done in your life, because you will be hunky-dory and that destiny is right there. I'm just saying, if you will be consistent in yourself in the littlest thing, such as getting up in the morning or getting up for your day and doing whatever it is that you have to do. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be grand. But just getting up, that's showing up for yourself. Give yourself enough grace to understand that the world you live in works at your pace. When things get in a rut and you're at work and you're looking at your peers that are in the same age group or same demographic, even when please don't pay attention to social media. I don't know who needs to hear this. Do not pay attention. I want to say 85% of the things you see on social media are fake, phony, and just foolery. Now, can you learn some things off of social media? Absolutely. And when I say the things that I say in the 3 F's that I associated social media with, and the 85% I gave it, is because I'm not saying the person or the persons that upload to social media fall within the category of the 3 F's. I'm saying what we see. What we see is just a glimpse, a 30-second, 60-second reel of someone's posting. Sometimes that is meticulously edited. So you cannot tell whether this person is living the abundance and the luxurious life that they have aspired to. So we cannot compare ourselves to a 30-second, 60-second clip of a glimpse into someone's life. Not on social media, we cannot. So we're going to put social media out to the side. I hope you're not giving yourself a comparison into anybody on social media. Even if you are on a journey to being a content creator, or if you are a content creator and you're seeing yourself in other realms and, platforms, etc., still don't compare yourself to other people on social media. It is so easy to manipulate a 30-second or 60-second clip. So we don't want to live in those realms to covet what we don't understand or what we don't have a knowledge of. So let's get back into the reality of this universe. Understand that you operate and move it within your own energy force. That means within your own pace. I used to be so hard on myself because I've been writing since 2009, and at points when I would turn and I would see a person in my demographics, a writer within my age group, excelling, New York Times bestseller, I would think, dang, I'm lacking, like the kids say on TikTok. I'm lacking. I'm lacking in my writing. I need to step it up. I need to start publishing. I used to give myself so much pressure that I feel like I lost myself, because within my creativity, I had to stop and ask myself, who am I writing for and what am I writing for? Because when I started writing and connecting with the art of creativity, because books literally saved my life over addiction, I realized that I was with the coveting eye, looking at how other people are. I realized I was trying to rush myself and publish this, publish that, because everyone else is publishing. I want to go to, try to make a false turn when it's not my time. And because of that, I realized that I wasn't really being true to myself. I wasn't really understanding myself and honing my craft. And what I didn't want in life was to fall in someone else's footsteps, right? You want to be unique to you, because there's only one you in this world. So I don't know who needs to hear this. Go at your own pace. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you, time is a construct. You go at your pace. You enjoy your life. What you always have each time you wake up is this moment. And when I say this moment, I'm talking about this day. So focus on what you have within this moment. Focus on being grateful for that moment. Focus on what the positivity of that particular moment looks like for you. It is so easy to get caught up in what we don't have. And then that is so easy to propel us into a spiral of negative thoughts and a downward spiral of all other unwelcomed energies. You feel sad, you feel depressed. And I'm not saying that people that are clinically or depressed is because of that. I'm just saying momentarily depression, where you're just so sad because you feel like, you feel hopeless, you feel like you're not going anywhere, and it's just like, wow, what do I gotta do? So I encourage you not to look at what other people are doing. I encourage you to focus on yourself. I encourage you to focus at what you have going on. I encourage you to understand that time is only a construct, and you're the only player in this game. And your life is your life. You're not in competition with anyone else around you but you. You don't have to run. Listen, I had to literally have this dialogue with myself. Like, I don't have to run and go finish these books. I'm all about quantity and really putting material out here that is significant to me. So you don't have to run to just throw stuff in. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, because you feel like you're under pressure. You feel like you're limited of time. You feel like everyone else has moved on. People in your age group got houses, got cars, got families, they're married. So what? That's not your destiny. So what? And or that's not your moment. So, right? I understand. I've been there. It's easy to look upon what other people have or what they have going on and think, dang, I'm lacking. I need to increase my A game. But I promise you, peace and serenity comes within yourself. Understanding yourself and knowing that you're working at and on your own pace. But what you have to do that liberated me from all these thoughts, and anytime I try to get down that rabbit hole, remember the mantra, but anytime I try to get that rabbit hole, what liberated me is I keep telling myself I'm living in this particular moment, meaning I'm enjoying what I have. I'm enjoying the relationships that I have. I'm enjoying this life that I have within this moment. Granted, I have so many dreams and so many goals. My Decoding Dreams Day Ones know Faroe Island is a thing. We're gonna be there one day writing that book on location. So grab on to what you have around you, the loved ones that you have around you, the positive energy that you have around you. Heck, it could be your pets. And live within this moment. Enjoy life. I now understand what it means to stop and smell the roses. I could say I understand what it means for myself, because I was a person who navigated this world in go, 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 go. And I understand now those are my survival skills. I navigated this world in survival mode, because life was always about surviving, flight or fight. And so I never thought I ever had a moment of time to breathe until I started to really understand and also do the work, right, with the therapist, etc. But the most important part is how beautiful it is when it just slows down. I didn't know that my flight or fight responses and my survival skill responses were the ones that always led me to, like, I was always that girl, like, next thing. Like, okay, we got that done. Okay, next. Okay, I wrote that. Okay, next. I never took a breather, a moment to celebrate the small win, to take in a breath of fresh air, and to just enjoy the completion of a project or the start of a project. I just was like, next. And even walking, I walk fast. But now I understand to myself what stopping and smelling the roses is, because roses smell really good. And life can be really good. I'm not saying it is. I said it can be. I do understand that life is also hard. But when I stop and smell the roses now, I understand that it's the moment that I hold on to and appreciate the sweetness of life. Because it was moments and times that I myself didn't know if another breath was ever even worth it. Because it was so many times in my life that I had slightly given up on myself. And so that's why I'm so passionate to come here and to talk to someone to say, listen, because let me tell you something. Had I done it at 15, at 19, at 35, I wouldn't be enjoying this version of myself. So I don't know who needs to hear this. It does get better. I'm not going to sit here and gaslight you and say it's going to get better tomorrow, but it does. The situation, the circumstance. At some point in time, it does. I want you to understand, and I know I've said this so many times, but I like to be repetitive on this part, because your life is precious on this earth. Despite of what you're going through today, you will not be in the same place years from now. Your destiny, your goals are still tangible to you. Life works in mysterious ways. I found myself in so many places that even I myself had not envisioned. Places for the better. If I could sit here and tell you the biggest difference of my life in the last 5 to 6 years, I went from being personally broke, down dark in darkness, and I'm living a different life. It didn't take 5 to 6 years because it happened in phases. Getting out of that and moving through that darkness and navigating little by little. So when I say I've lost, believe it. I love you so much. I want you to know that your life, your soul, is valuable within this world. But I can only speak from my experiences and understand and know that it does get better. It does.